You guys just missed out on a very interesting conversation between all three of us.
No,
I wasn't a part of it.
Should I tell them?
she was observing.
Titi has a very different. I would like to use the opportunity to please tell our director, Mr. Olamide Oshofa, to please button his shirt.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Olamide. Thank you.
It's still Tuesday. It's Tuesday. But
All right.
Yeah,
What's up and about, ladies?
Yeah, well,
We're going to talk about this very interesting video we saw.
Yeah.
We're not sure if it's a skit or if it was real, but the instance, okay, it might have been a pretend skit, a pretend instance, but the instances do happen. They're real. Mother goes to school to harass or
term harass,
attack.
Mazzino.
She
The
didn't
term
even go to school.
Let me finish the story.
They accosted.
Accost. Thank you. Vocabulary.
accosted.
Mother goes to school to accost
It
a
was not
teacher.
It wasn't the school. That was they accosted her on the road.
Okay, mother accosts teacher on road because teacher is suspected of, or teacher actually cut her daughter's hair. We're not confirming if this was a real instance or if it was a skit, but these things do happen. I have a memory of when I was 3 or 4, and I had actually cut my own hair with my dad's clipper. But when I came back from school after hiding it, my mother said, "Who did this to you?" And I was like, "Mrs. Olu." And she took me back to school. She's like, "Which one of this is that one?" I put him in trouble. That was one instance. The other instance was after I was beat in school, and then I came back home, and my mother was this. She came to school, and the words when she marched into the gate was, "Where is Mr. Ikemifuna? I am going to eat him raw." What?
Okay, so
Have you ever had any kind of that?
So I've always
instance of
tried to be as chill as possible. I remember the first experience where I ever called my mom, or reported anything to my mom was, I got into the school classroom and I saw a girl lying on the table and the teacher was flogging her.
Oh, wow.
The guy had not touched me, but I went to my mother, reported the man for flogging another child.
And what did your mother do?
My mother came to the school.
Wow.
Yes.
That's another level.
That's another level. Because the violence of it, you know, so these are people's children.
Yeah.
You don't know how many years that woman has been looking for that
would have
child.
been traumatic
You
even
now
for...
cut the child's hair.
Yeah.
How? You had the audacity to pick up a scissors and put it in a child's hair and
So-
even just...
What are the extent you think teachers should go, and what are the excesses you think parents exhibit when it comes to visiting schools in terms of when there's something to complain about?
So the issue is the way it's done, you know. This woman accosting the teacher on the road, that I feel that was extreme.
If it was real.
I think the school authorities should be involved. I think there should be a sit-down, there should be a meeting, but there should still be repercussions.
Why should a teacher cut a student or...
So there are some schools
You
that
had an
don't have
instance, didn't
policies
you?
that way, right? There are some schools that have policies about
I have the exact same experience. I had the exact same experience in school. A teacher cut my hair. And I think it was even more frustrating for my mother because in my school, from just 1 to 3, you literally are meant to be on low cuts. And I didn't know when I went to school. So imagine my first day in school having to cut my hair. And my hair was really long. It was to my shoulders. And they had to literally cut it, and she had to pack it and put it in nylon and take it home and all that drama. So now I get to SS1, I grow it back for 3 years. I finished my final paper in SS3, and this beautiful woman, matron, like I remember, Mrs. Alaji.
We remember these names.
She cuts my hair because I braided it like this, but like with my natural hair and all of that. And because of some issues that was totally unrelated, my mother came to school. But the good thing is that they had known my mom for such behaviors because I had fallen sick, because the teacher flogged me, had scarred me, torn my hand, torn my butt, all manner of things. So they advised her to make sure she was absent when my mom was
Or otherwise your mother would eat her.
No, that's the thing. So my mom has this I love the way she actually took care of her. She was jealous over her kids. My mother would flog you she can finish you, but that's another person.
Don't, yeah.
Nah, and that's the thing. So she also believes in discipline. So she also believes that it should be within a reasonable. And that's the thing. So my school was a military school, Air Force. So there were several things that happened and everything. But once it was extreme, like scarring or like injuring and all of that.
Do you think at any time your mother might have gone too far with any of those?
Well, that's the thing. My mom will never hit. She will never be that. She can bring hell down verbally, but she will never like go out to like hit a teacher.
Was your mother gangster? Did she ever hit anybody?
So I don't think I never saw that. I never saw anything like that in my time.
I always
like,
had
but exactly because she won't do that in your presence,
Yes.
which is what's supposed to happen.
yeah.
Because you are also concerned for how the child will respond to such things.
Yeah.
So in the skit, we saw that all this was happening in front of the child.
Yeah.
That gives the child an undue sense
Liberty,
of confidence
as in,
that they
yeah.
can get away with whatever they want.
Exactly.
So that's a problem.
I feel that's the thing. So I feel if it's wrongly done, then, but I feel is in presence of the students, then it passes a message across. But then again, as a mother, as a parent, you still check your child.
Okay, but
So that's why I feel like
so
they should
I had
do
a
that.
friend who had the house help. Child calls mother to report the house help over something she had done at home, and the mother castigates the house help in the presence of
The child.
The child.
Yeah.
I thought that was wrong.
You're not supposed to do that. Yeah.
You know, so it's the same instance when it comes to this instance we're trying to paint here. I think you can visit the school. We're trying to be modern here. We're trying to be modern parents. We're trying to be civilized. You can visit the school. You can express yourself anyhow. You can grab the teacher's shit, but do not do it in the presence of your kid. Because, like you said, it's an undue sense of confidence.
Yes.
Where they're gonna be strutting about like RoboCop.
But you know, there
After
is.
that.
Kids, the parents should always check the child.
Yeah. So checking the child
Always check.
in private at home, great. Check the teacher. Check the teacher well,
No,
but in private.
My mom was like a hero amongst my friends. Because they were the ones always telling me, they were like, we free, mama, we free, mama.
Mama Winfrey.
Oh dear me.
I regret not having the opportunity to meet your mother. Mike has, and Mike tells great tales about her. Your mother, we have an overdose of your mother.
My mom is part of the crew, don't you know? She's on the production team.
Exactly. She's watching us
But
right
if
now.
you
Hey,
see
mom.
her, you think she can never hurt a fly. My husband always says, this woman, never.
Oh, if only you knew.
But what were your experiences growing up and in school with your parents and teachers? Do let us know. Use the hashtag. Where's that hashtag? Is it up? Or is the hashtag out? But tell you guys what, there's something that we want to quickly put in there. Yesterday we told you guys about the Biggie 4.0 watch, view and win
So if
promo
you
going on.
find yourself going to the cinema, in fact, if you're going to watch a movie and you've bought your ticket,
Silverbird Cinemas.
Silverbird Cinemas, make sure you don't forget to pick up your raffle ticket. Might be one of the most important things you do that day.
Yep.
Why? Because there are loads of prizes to be won.
Especially the fact that there's a brand new car up for grabs.
Yes, sir.
However, here on Wake Up Nigeria, we're also giving out great gifts courtesy Biggie drinks. So please note, this is what you should do. We're asking you guys, what movies did we talk about last week Friday
Yeah.
for Movie Gist?
Yeah.
Now get up on our social media, especially Facebook, send a DM telling us these movies, all of them.
Yeah.
Well, first few correct answers win. So it's a speed race.
Yeah.
Go ahead now, send us a message, tell us what movies did we talk about last Friday for Movie Gist, and make sure that you note that this is for the Biggie Watch and Win 4.0, where you could also still win if you go see a movie at any Silverbird Cinemas, redeem your tickets, and then just sit back and wait until the next 2 weeks to see if you are going to be going home or driving
Now, the
home.
final raffle draw main event is 2nd of December, so there's still time, but not much time, if you know what I mean. You want that brand new car? Hey.
And of course, the more you buy, the more you watch, the higher chances of winning. And now for the expo, go to our YouTube to watch Friday's show. Simple.
I wasn't going to say,
Life is easier, bigger.
wait till after this show is done though. All right, we'll be back. Stay tuned.